Good morning, friends. So it is a rainy Monday and daylight savings, man, rough. Yesterday was fine. I was like, I'm so glad it's on a weekend and we don't have to run around like crazy people and all that. And then Monday morning reared her ugly head. Oof, it was a rough one, let me tell ya. It definitely was the alarm went off and I was like, Ryan usually is hops right out of bed, or he's out of bed even before the alarm goes off, and he didn't get up right away. So I was like, are we skipping school? It's I'm here for it. I'm glad we didn't, because now the kids would be driving me nuts. Have you ever done that? You're like, I'll just let them skip, and then by 11 o'clock you're like, why did I do this? Anyway, so yeah, we had a rough morning. Not a rough morning, I'm being dramatic, but man, daylight savings. How was your guys' Monday snap back to reality? I also feel, actually it was a long weekend. I was like, I feel like it was a long weekend. It was a long weekend. Our kids had the parent teacher conference, whatever. So they didn't have school on Friday. So it's been a long day. And it's 11, so that's fine. But I'm going to be taking advantage of this rainy Monday, and I thought we could do a tutorial using just the powder foundation, not BB cream, not stick, not spray, not liquid. We're going to see how this holds up for all over coverage. So I am going to use concealer still. I always use concealer. I feel like when you don't do concealer, that's when you kind of start to see that, not patchiness, but it just doesn't flow like it should. So we are going to do that. Oh, nice. You're on spring break already? Awesome. Our spring break is in 3 weeks, I think. I'm really excited. We're going to go ahead and start with our concealer. So before I put on any makeup, I always do two things before, even if I'm doing just a powder. And this is actually almost more important when you're not doing a spray or a liquid or a stick or whatever, and you're just using a powder or concealer. It's even more crucially important that you make sure to do this. So my pre-makeup routine, I wash my face in the morning. I use my rose water as my moisturizer because I don't really love the feel of moisturizer on my skin. So rose water, and then I go in with my eye cream, which is this guy. This is a girl's best friend, especially on daylight savings day or the day after. So this eye cream has caffeine and peptides in it. So it's healing, it's depuffing, it takes away redness, it takes away discoloration. It's magic, you guys, magic cream. So I put that on my under eyes. I also bring it up on my eyelids too, which really helps with puffiness. Sometimes my eyelids are more puffy than my under eyes in the morning. So I apply it all over that area. Let it sit, and then I do my pre-makeup routine, which is setting spray, primer, setting spray. Sorry, I had it backwards. Mattifying face primer. So setting spray, let it dry. Mattifying face primer, apply a pea-sized amount all over your skin. Let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes, then spray again. Setting spray, primer, setting spray. Even more important when you're not using a liquid or a stick or whatever. So now that we have that on, now I'm going to go ahead and go straight in with my Skin Solution Concealer, and I'm using the shade Organza for this, and we're just going to use this wherever we need it. So this routine, honestly, was my favorite routine when I had to go into an office, when I didn't have a lot of time in the morning, but I didn't want to come in I didn't try for the day. You know what I mean? So this routine was my go-to. So we're going to apply the Skin Solution Concealer all over our eyes. So I apply it mostly on my eyes and up and over my nose because that's where I have the most discoloration. I feel like that is my area that you can tell if I'm not wearing any makeup. Those are my dark spots, or that is kind of my self-conscious spots, I want to say. So something else when you are doing just a concealer all over is making sure that you apply it not just here, but all around the eyes. This is going to really help it look a little bit softer and a little bit more natural, and not like you are just wearing concealer on your under eyes. I'm using the shade Organza in the Skin Solution Concealer, and like I said, this concealer is the best because it has caffeine infused in it, so it's going to help with depuffing. It gives you incredible coverage. I mean, look at that. It just simply gives my face an evenness. So I am going to set that area because I don't want it to crease or move around. So I'm going to take a dry, this one's from, I think I got it at Walmart. I just like it because it's flat versus kind of round. So I'm going to take this and spritz it with my setting spray. Now I'm going to take my Touchable Hold Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm just going to apply this on just that under eye area. And like I said, this is going to help keep it kind of in place, prevent any transferring of my concealer anywhere, and then it also is going to mattify it. So it's not going to look shiny versus the rest of my skin's not shiny, if that makes sense. So now I'm just going to sweep it away. So I'm using the Skin Solution Concealer in the shade Organza, and then we just used our setting powder to set it. This is also kind of a really great routine if you have to wear a mask all day, because you don't want that transfer. And you guys, like, it's a mask. Like, it's gonna be pushed on your face and moved around, especially if you have to wear it for like a 12-hour day. I'd like to say that there is a makeup out there that no matter what happens, it will not budge or move around at all. There will be some like anti-transferring products like the NuPress powder, but have realistic expectations. You know, there's not going to be a product out there that literally does not move because you're wearing a mask. So this routine would actually be probably my go-to if I had to wear a mask for 12 hours in a day, because you don't have a ton of coverage from here down. So we kind of are primarily, I shouldn't just name this the mask makeup tutorial, because this is kind of what is going to be the most realistic as far as, okay, hold on, let's remove some bored people. Okay, so that is going to be primarily your coverage is where you can see, right? Okay, so far on our skin, we have two products, concealer, setting powder, and already my skin looks even, looks nice, looks doable, right? So now we're going to go ahead and go in with our brand new pressed powder. So if you haven't seen this yet, it's super duper cool. Hold on, I have an eyelash being crazy. Oh my gosh, look how long my eyelashes are, you guys. This is a trip. Hold on, let me try to put it where you guys can see it. Look at that. Compared to my fingernail, can you see that? It's longer than my fingernail, you guys. Oh my gosh, how crazy is that? Hold on, let me even adjust it. Sorry, I'm like geeking out about how long my lashes have gotten. Trying to bend. You see that? Craziness! Make a wish. Okay, anyway, if you want my lash serum, type in lash regimen and I'll send you what I use. Yes, absolutely. I'm so here for like giving you guys realistic expectations, okay? All right, so now for the NuPress powder. If you haven't seen this yet, first off, look at this packaging. Ready? When you open it, the little sponge, oh, it's like a little tongue, comes out. So what's really, really cool about this NuPress powder is it has shea butter and vitamin E infused in it. So it's actually very hydrating, especially for a powder. Typically when you use a powder, it's like, it can be chalky, it can be powdery, it can be, you know, cakey. The old formula was incredible, was none of those things. However, this formula is even better, which I didn't think it was possible. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a sponge for this time. Typically, I tell you don't use a sponge, use a brush, but we're going to try it out because I want to see this coverage, okay? So we're going to go in with the shade Taffeta. I'm going to grab it on that sponge, and then we are going to apply this all over. So when you are doing it this way, the powder will look darker. Again, I'm all for the realistic expectations. The powder will look darker when you're putting it on in a concentrated form like this. So just keep that in mind. I will show you how to kind of fix it. But when I use this in a powder all over, or I'm sorry, on a brush all over, it doesn't look as dark. So a few people have gotten their powders in the mail and they're like, Rhea, this is way too dark. I swatched it on my hand. Look, way too dark. I'm like, okay, trust. Try with a powder, brush, and apply it over your foundation. First off, can we even take in that coverage? So good. So applying it in a different way will make it look lighter. So just keep that in mind, okay? So like for this, I actually already ordered the shade Velour in it. It should be here this week. And I think that's the color I'm going to use when I want to do it this way. Because as you see, it does look a little dark on my skin. But like I said, I'm going to show you how to make it work. So we're painting our face with the little sponge that it comes with all over. And this is just good old clean soft coverage, you guys. All right, so now that we have it all over, I avoided my under eye on purpose because I'm not going to go in with this because that's going to be way too chalky. It's going to be way too powdery. It's going to be way too much. So because we have concealer and setting powder on that area, so if you were to go in with this on top, you are not going to like the coverage. I promise you, it will not look good. So now I'm going to switch it up and grab a big giant kabuki brush. So like I said, when you apply it with the big brush, it applies it so much differently than when you apply it with a sponge because you're lessening the amount of product that is going on your skin. So now this is what I'm going to use to apply that all over and just make everything look really, really smooth and softer on your skin. Just like this. And we're going to make this look real good. And you can message me or just type in powder brush and I'll give you the link to my powder brush. But I love the bigger the better. Bigger the better with the powder brushes. All right, so there we have it. Still looks a little bit dark, but we're gonna, don't worry, wait till the end. Hold your judgment till the end. Oh yeah. I like that you can still see my skin, my freckles. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my other brushes. I will say, however, this is going to be like what it feels like. It doesn't feel like I have anything on my skin right now, which is really, really nice. Yes, that just made a huge difference, right? Made it so much softer looking on your skin. All right, so now I'm going to contour a little bit, which you may think, why are you going to contour and make your skin darker? We want lighter. Trust, again. We are going to kind of play around with this lighting. Wherever you put something even darker is going to recede. Wherever it has nothing at all or looks a little lighter is going to pop forward. So we're kind of, again, playing around with that lighting. So this, again, is going to really, really help. And just take it down the neck, which is going to be an easy way to fix that like whole mask looking. But again, this is going to be a really, really good routine for you if you do have to wear a mask all day because the new pressed powder has anti-transferring properties in it, has shea butter and vitamin E in it. So it's very hydrating, and then also has anti-aging properties in it, in the ingredients, which are, yes please, thank you. The other really cool thing about it, especially for summer, is it does have a UV protectant in it, so that's going to also help to prevent you from getting sunburn or anything like that. Okay, so now for blush, we're going to go in with the shade Sisterly, and for a contour, we did the shade Chenille in the pressed powder. So same product that we used all over in the shade Taffeta, but for the contour, we did the shade Chenille. All right, I'm gonna just dust this on the apple of my cheek and work up to the hairline to give us that really gorgeous illumination look. So pretty, you guys. Oh my goodness. So when ordering products online, something to remember, because I know I get super spoiled, especially with Amazon, 5 to 7 business days does not include Saturdays or Sundays, and doesn't include if like they count Friday as a holiday, like our school did. So always keep that in mind with ordering. But there's also always a faster shipping option. So like for me, when I ordered my pressed powder, I did the 2-day shipping and I had it within 4 days. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and go in with my brow pencil in the shade Medium. So already moving along. So like I said, this is the routine to do if you are in a rush, in a hurry, or just wanted to kind of look presentable without wearing and feeling like you had a ton of makeup on. So all we've really done is played around with our powders, which you may think, oh, I have dry skin, I can't do this routine, and that is false because the new pressed powder is made for mature skin, is made for dry skin, is made for you ladies who feel like when you put it on you look powdery or cakey or anything like that. So just keep that in mind as well. And you can always do the hydrating face primer instead of the mattifying face primer for even more hydration. So something else I did want to mention, all of the products that I've used so far besides the brow pencil right now are all on sale in the March special. So if you haven't checked out the March special yet, definitely have to. It's 30% savings. It's such a great deal. All right, so I'm going to comb through my brows, just again, soften that up. Just like that. Okay, so now we're going to set our makeup. So this is going to be a really important step. because this is going to add moisture into our foundation, which is going to help it to expand and look so much more natural and softer. You can already see kind of the expansion of when it hits the setting spray with the powder, and it already looks so much better on your skin. So again, if you haven't been setting your makeup with the setting spray, Touch Build setting spray, you guys, is crucial. And again, if you guys need to be color matched, all you have to do is comment color match in the comments and I'll give you a full recommendation. So just comment color match and I can give you, I'll tell you what color you are in the foundation, the pressed powder, concealer, and all of that. So you can achieve whatever makeup look that you are aiming for. So again, let me know, type in color match in the comments. And what's really cool too is that I love that I just took my full recommendation and I broke it down to be a whole different makeup look than what I do on a normal basis. I didn't use my liquid, but I still use my concealer, my setting powder, and my pressed powder. All the same shades, just use them a different way to achieve a whole different type of makeup look. So I love that these products can be kind of twisted and played around with to achieve whatever makeup look you're feeling that day. Whether you want a soft, fast coverage or if you want a full coverage, you can achieve that. All right, so I'm going to go in with my Twisted Mascara and apply this all over. When I am doing these like fast out the door makeup looks, sometimes it's not always realistic to wear eyeshadow. And sometimes it actually is really, really pretty when you don't, because it really illuminates your eyelashes and makes them look so much longer. I'm going to show you guys another kind of trick to grasp the attention to your eyelashes. Where did I get my top? Ooh, good question. I'll look and I'll post where I got it over on my Instagram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. Make sure you watch the Instagram stories. My name there is Rhea Hope. All right, so now I'm going to take the smaller wand from the Twisted Mascara and get these hard to reach eyelashes. And just kind of give it like a little bit of a extra leaven. All over like this. All right, now I'm going to go on one final coat. All right, so my like trick to getting that super like, whoa, hey, look on your mascara, don't put any mascara on the bottom lash line. Let the top lashes have all their attention. And yes, these are my 100% real eyelashes. If you guys want my lash growth regimen, comment lash regimen in the comments and I will give you what I use to make my lashes grow so long. But to answer that question, if you're like, I don't want to text it, I just want to know, is the Esteem Lash Serum, Twisted Mascara, Lash Primer. Those three things with the cleansing stick. The cleansing stick removes your eye makeup, but it nourishes your eye makeup at the same time. So grab those 4 products down here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. All of them under lashes, except for the cleansing stick is under cleansers. All right, so now we're gonna top this makeup look off with just a very subtle, pretty kind of hydration. Because again, if we're putting on that mask, what's the use of wearing lipstick, right? So I still love the feel of having some hydration on my lips, especially with like going in for the season changes. I always get super dry lips. So I love this one. This is called Spa Day in the Lip Butter. It's under Lip Care on my website. So this is my favorite because it's just like a clear, it's like a cross between a chapstick and a lip gloss. So you get like a really pretty color payout. You get the hydration, the vitamin E, the shea butter on your lips without like, I don't know, like the stickiness. There's no stickiness to this. It's super creamy like a chapstick. So we did the Spa Day on top. And that's the whole makeup look, you guys. Isn't that like super pretty, very soft, very doable? Again, we didn't use an ounce of foundation besides the pressed powder. Cleansing stick, yes, it's going to be under cleansers, and you'll use that to remove your eye makeup at the end of the day. It removes all the eye makeup without pulling out your eyelashes. It actually nourishes your eyelashes as well. So that's going to assist in the growth. So cleansing stick, Esteem Lash Serum, which is only $24. Twisted Mascara, which we just used, and the Lash Primer, which is very hydrating. I typically use that every day underneath my Twisted Mascara, but for today's tutorial, I just want to show you quick, easy, fast, beautiful coverage. That's super doable. You don't need to be a pro to achieve it. So let me know if you need to be color match. Comment color match in the comments, and make sure that you're shopping right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. Oh no, I didn't know that, Connie. You'll have to look that up. So make sure you're shopping right here, RheaHopeBeauty.com. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to me here on Facebook. I'm so happy to help. And then make sure you go follow me over on Instagram for the rest of the day. My name there is Rhea Hope also. So I love you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye.